Alright guys, so we got our panels in. They seem to be okay, but the packages are pretty damaged. I'm sure that has nothing to do with the company that sent them, but probably the ones that delivered them. Alright, we're gonna pull one of these out to inspect it. There we go. See? One of those little tabs. Okay, well, everything seems to look fine. Check it out, guys. Way smaller than the other ones that I got. These are gonna fit. No. The only thing I'm seeing is they don't come with the mounts. Are they in the box somewhere? And I missed it? I don't think so. Now I'm gonna need mounts. Alright guys, so we gotta install these gussets, I believe they're called. They go on the side of the roof rack here. And I already slid in my T-nut. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and line it up. And I believe it is a 5/8 right up here with the washer and a lock nut. I don't like so. Okay, maybe. I wanted to get on top of the van, but I don't want to be stepping on the ceiling, so I'm trying to do it from here. Okay. Just like there. And then a half for this T-nut down here. And if you have the Orion rack, these have to go like this on this side. So you want to have this towards the driver's side. I mean, towards the front of the van. And it has 2 holes. I think it's whatever preference you want. And honestly, I'm just adding this on for more sturdiness because I'm not going to be able to put any crossbars right here because of my fans. I'm going to use it after the fan and then to the beginning of the one in the back. So once that's in, they do recommend you put anti-seize, but since we're out of anti-seize, we're just not going to use it and hope for the best. I would use my impact, but we don't really have much to do today, so I'll use the tools. And it's kind of nice out today, so I'll use these hand tools and warm up with the movement that I'm doing. All right, first one down. So like I said, I'm doing it more for like sturdiness, and then I'll add the other one here. Hopefully where it won't affect my crossbar. Okay. All right, good job. Now, hand me another one of those black crossbars, the long ones. Okay. Moment of truth, guys. Okay, they fit in here. That's a good sign. The long way. Now, what we gotta do is lay it down. Okay, so we're gonna kind of have it as close as we can to our fan, and then this needs to come right here. Uh-oh. Damn. There we go. It's pretty tight. Okay. Kind of like that. Damn, I don't know how good the three are gonna fit. They're gonna be overlapping or what? I don't want to touch the fan. And then I think it'll fit. Yeah, we got all the way to here. Okay, so I realized that I don't have any of the little pieces to hold down the panel. So we're gonna have to go to the store, find some of those if they have any here. That way we can bolt it down to the crossbars so it won't go nowhere. Then we'll run our wires somewhere this way and we'll drill our hole to get our solar panel wires down, and then we can start wiring our electrical stuff. All right, this is kind of how it's gonna stay for now. We gotta run to the store and find some L brackets, or I might have to drill a hole here on the side to bolt it down to this. I'm not sure how we're gonna hold these down because I need to make all three fit, and I can't really have them too spaced out because then there won't be enough room. So yeah, we're gonna go to the store, try to find some of those if they have some in town. If not, we're back to waiting again until we can get some delivered. That's just how it goes, guys. So we've decided to come get some lunch. There we go. A little American gyro, some fries. All right, guys, we just got done eating. I'm gonna see if they got any of those brackets that we need here. Well, we have no luck here, guys. We're gonna go check another store, maybe 2 more stores. All right, guys, we made it back to the warehouse. I bought 2 different sizes. I bought a 1-inch and a 3-inch, just because I don't know if the bolts we have for the T-nuts are gonna fit on here, and I didn't remember the size. So if these end up fitting better, then I might just cut them a little shorter and use these. But we're gonna go up there right now and we're gonna take a quick little measurement and see which ones work best, because let me show you. We want them to sit kind of here, and then the T-nut's gonna go in here. So, damn. Yeah, either that. Yeah, that's the only thing really I can think of. Or I'm gonna have to order some like special ones that are for these, you know, for these panels, because there is some holes under here. I don't wanna tip it over, but I don't know if you guys can see. But there's some holes under there that are for the brackets, but these don't come with brackets, so I'm gonna have to make the best of it if we want to get them put in. That's like literally on the edge of this 80/20. I mean, it's holding it in there. I mean, it's holding it, so that might have to be the move, because the other panel, I'm gonna have to put the brackets like that as well. And I mean, it's barely gonna sit on there, you know, kind of like that. Or, like I said, I mean, these I don't think are any better. Oh yeah, these are too big. These are way too big, these 3-inch. So it's gotta be something like this. All right, guys, so quick update and a reminder to make sure that you're not missing a step before moving on. So earlier we installed these gussets, right? Well, we're still missing some L brackets in here for these crossbars here. So I had to go through, take them all off just to put these in. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that it clears my max fan here. I'm gonna go inside and open it, make sure it opens up. I'm gonna try to get it as close as possible, but also to now where it's not gonna wanna let it open. So I'm gonna try to get it as close as possible and see if it opens and make sure I have room, and then move on. Put the other bar in, make sure the gusset's not in the way, make sure all the bolts are in, and then for the L brackets, and then we can move on. All right guys, so this one is fully secured down. I made sure that it clears that fan. This one is tied down, but I left it loose so we can slide it to wherever we need it. That one is also with the L brackets on the other side. It's loose. And that one back there is, if you guys know, I had ordered the wrong size of rack. It was my fault, but I might need a new crossbar, or I might have to add another piece next to it so I can be able to tie down, because how it is right now, if you can tell, it's only sitting on like one little piece right on one little part right here, so that's not gonna work. But these brackets, honestly, I don't want to make a hole on the panel since it already has it, so I'm probably gonna not use these, because I would either way still have to make this hole bigger for the 1/2 inch bolts to fit in so they could fit into the T-nuts. So what I did was I got on Amazon right now and I ordered some of the brackets, so they should be here Friday. So we will continue this on Friday because there's really nothing I can do up here, so probably just gonna call it a day. Go check out the sunset. All right guys, so it's Friday now and our brackets came in, so we're gonna go ahead and mount these to the solar panel, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it back up on there, and hopefully everything fits right. All right, so I'm not gonna use these self tappers, but I am gonna use this one, and there should be a little right here, little washer. If I can get it out. Okay, that, and one of these little nuts. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our bracket here. It's gonna go just like that, and then line it up with that hole. It goes like that, and then put it there, and somehow we gotta tighten this on there. Let me see. Okay. It's kind of hard for you guys to see, but I put the nut behind there. I put the bolt this way so I could tie in it. Yep. Like that. Okay. Now this is gonna sit like that, and this is gonna sit on our 80/20 that's on the roof, and that should hold it down. So let's try it. All right guys, so we successfully got it up here. That side is mounted. I left it loose in case I need to move it. I pulled the wires out from under. They're right here. Now the only problem is that I'm running out of these T-nuts. Oh, now I'm running out lower now. And this is what I'm using for the 80/20. See, I slide it up in here. Oh, maybe. Boom. I did have to make the holes bigger on the plate here, but I used the drill bit. That was pretty quick. So this one's gonna be basically fully secured. Got the wires here, and then the next one will go right here. The third one over there. But like I said, we're out of T-nuts. There's that one left right there. There it is, one down. And I still need to put one T-nut there and another nut, but for now, that should be good. It's not going nowhere. I tied down the crossbar. I'm gonna go down there, put the mounts on the other ones, and then probably come back and put the second one up. And I gotta figure something out for that because I need a crossbar to go there. All right, guys, so since we don't have those parts, we're gonna go make a store run right now and see if they have them. But before we do that, I want to finish bolting these down, screwing these down. This little trim right here for the flooring. We got one in. It was a little bit too short for our liking, so we went and got 1.5 inch, and that should get a pretty good grip on it because it's going through the floor wood, through the subfloor, and it's grabbing the metal. So go ahead and open up this new little toy. You looking for the camera? Yeah, this thing was actually on sale, guys, so I had to do it. Had to do it to him. I think it was like 20 bucks. So this is not a sponsor video either, guys. This is not a sponsor video. Chow chow. Nice. Kind of hate using Phillips because they always strip, but we'll see how this one works out. Okay, move this up to 3. Okay, way better, way better. Now that I know that that's good, we're gonna drill. I'm not gonna put all of them in. Move this real quick. I just put one here. I'm already losing new tools. Where did it go? What the heck? Oh, there it is. Thought I had already lost it. Alright. Let's try this on this side. Oh. It burnt that tip. Look at that. I don't know why. It's not wanting to go in there. Still didn't go in. Now it did. Kinda. These aren't being much self-tappers because it's not wanting to drill through it. I don't get it. Why? Really don't get why it's not drilling through. That one did. Just don't know why this one doesn't want to go down. I want to put just one more right there. All right, guys, so I was able to find some of the bolts that I need. They only had 15 of them on hand. I think I'm gonna need more than that. Unfortunately, they didn't have any of the T-nuts that I needed. So, like always, I had to resort to Amazon. So I ordered them off Amazon. I was gonna get them overnight, but I said it's the weekend, might as well just wait till Monday and start fresh. I believe Tuesday, the wire and everything else that I ordered to be able to power up the batteries comes in on Tuesday. So I think Tuesday I'll go ahead and film another video of me doing the whole thing, doing the solar panels and doing the battery installation. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Unfortunately, it was another fail trying to get that done, but I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.